Good evening, everyone. Oh dear, my background is the universe. Hi, everyone. Good evening, and thanks for joining. We're going to start in just a minute. In the interest of keeping this in under 30 minutes, I promised everyone half an hour. Some people still need to hop on, but it is what it is. Can you all hear me well? Just drop something in the chat just in case, and let's get going. Okay, so let's go. Okay. My CV. Some of you know me, some of you don't. I'm Ian, and I have done pretty much everything. I started my career as a salesperson. I'm in that picture at the bottom, top left. And I did that for about 5 years, ended my workplace as a sales manager over there. But I quickly started realizing that I just don't like being employed. I don't like being told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and what time I can go on a break, what time I can go to the bathroom, what time I can have lunch. I don't really like being controlled, I suppose. However, unless you have a better option, a job is the first step to go. Anyway, in 1998, I decided to start my own business. And in the beginning, I was a one-man band for years and years and years. And as time went by, as years went by, I started my own finishing company, and then business grew, and then employees, and then, I mean, in 2019, I think we were about 45 employees, and the headaches, and a 40-hour week becomes 80 to 100-hour week. When you're self-employed, there are perks, of course, but it's not as fun and dandy as one may imagine. Um, Also, things change. The market changes, how people react, prices, inflation, and everything makes that a bit harder. I've done part-time jobs alongside my full-time, which was my own company, finishing. Been a waiter, I've been a barman, sales manager, interior decorator. Basically, I've done it all. There are some of my guys, and over the years, I got introduced to marketing business, and that was back in 2004. And ever since, I have fell in love with this. And now these days, I do my full time is doing something that I absolutely love. I just enjoy it. I jump out of bed with a thrill in the morning. I mean, can you imagine that? Now, um, I think I tried to fix the PowerPoint a bit, but I think yeah, this was supposed to come later, but I'll get right to it. So I'd like you to think of this and really put your thinking hats on. What is your life worth? Now, think about it. 24 hours in a day, we sleep for 8 days, for 8 hours, sorry. And out of the 16 hours left every day, 8 to 10 of them are spent at your workplace. Now, a regular job pays, I don't know, 8, 12 per hour, about 480 a week. Do the maths. In a year, you would earn 25,000. Run that over 25 years, you would earn anywhere between, well, 625,000 to, say, a million. Say you get a raise, your boss is really happy with you, and you actually get a raise. Um, that's what you would have earned. Now imagine I gave you 1 million today, but tomorrow you wake up 25 years older. What would you say? You'd probably tell me to piss off, and I'm keeping this, PG-13. Anyway, so here's a secret: you'll never be as young as you are today. It sounds obvious, but think about it. My goals. Why am I doing this? Number one priority for me is time freedom, and peace of mind. Do what I want, when I want, with who I want, where I want. It's that simple. Freedom. I've always been a bit of a free spirit. I love traveling. I love playing golf. Obviously, my two main reasons are right there. Jessica and Justine, my daughters, getting, I'm truly blessed, but they're getting cheekier by the minute. And every dream and goal they have, everything idea they come up with costs a few thousands, if not more. Some people say, well, you can live on less and do less and save and strive and this and that. But the reality is to have time and peace, which is something most people don't have, you need financial independence. It all goes around money. I mean, I love the saying, if I'm going to cry, I might as well cry in a Ferrari, not on a bicycle. But anyway, today's reality for most, too much month at the end of the money, I call it. A job will never match the cost of living, inflation, and think about it. I mean, I just remember 5, 6 years ago, you'd go to Lidl and do your shopping, for example, you'd come out with bags and bags. Today, you spend €100, you come out with a clutch bag of stuff, and you were expecting change. And well, that's across the board. It's not just supermarkets. I mean, think of rental prices and purchasing property. I mean, it's an absolute joke. I mean, if you think back, I don't know, our parents, for example, if you were an attendant at a petrol station, not own the petrol station, you had a job attending a petrol station, you would actually in Malta be able to purchase a terraced house. Our parents' generation. Today, two jobs with a decent income, like my niece and her partner, you can't buy anything for less than 400,000 or 500,000. I mean, just think about that. Now, um, think about this. This might not be your case, but a lot of people go through stress, worry, anxiety, bills non-stop. Life is full of surprises as well, and living it day by day, hand to mouth. I kind of mentioned it. Some people are in denial. They kind of behave like an ostrich, put their head in the sand. If I can't see the problem can't see me. But that means your ass is up in the air and you're not going anywhere. Also, I like mentioning the story of the boiling frog syndrome. If you put a frog in a pot of boiling water, it feels it and it jumps out. However, if you put that same frog in a normal temperature pot of water and bring it to boil, they don't realize they're being boiled to death. Now, we're not boiling anyone to death here, but from an economic point of view, it's what's happening to a lot of people, and some people just don't realize what's happening. Now, you get, and this is, I already mentioned it, you get to be your own boss. You decide absolutely everything in this business. So what to do, how to do it, and it's the same for everyone. You start doing this around what you already do. But you get to be the boss, and you will never be financially independent working for someone else. It doesn't really matter how nice your boss is. I've employed people for the past 30 years. I know exactly what it's like. And I've been an employee, but unless you're the boss and calling the shots, you can never. I mean, look at the top millionaires around the world. Zero on the list. I mean, you'll find artists, singers, musicians, entrepreneurs, investors, influencers. Employee is not on that list. That's simple. There is zero limit to how much money you can earn. If you work 3 full times, the full 24 hours, there's a ceiling to how much money you can earn. But here you employ the idea of leverage, and also we'll get into residual income. I love this one. You get to choose the people you work with. Now think about it. If you do understand what we have going on today, you will thank the person who invited you here and thank them possibly for the rest of your life. I mean, think about your office or your workplace. Do you have people you would work with out of choice? Chances are, well, no. Anyway, residual income. Now there's this whole rah about residual income, passive income, which is great. It's like when an artist writes a song. I believe the estate of Michael Jackson makes more money today than when he was alive. But before that, you actually need an active income. Now, the need to supplement your income has become more and more imperative these days. I love this. You get to empower others. This is teamwork, and we'll get into a lot of that. And it's a global business. There is no limit, geographical limit to where you can build your business. I mean, you can do it locally in Malta. I have friends in Germany who I think are on the call as well. I was talking to someone in Latvia. I have friends in Denmark, Cyprus, and literally, I mean, just how we're connected here through a screen, you can build your business pretty much anywhere you like. So think of the potential of that. Now, unlike traditional business, you have full support from day one in your journey. Why? Two things. Number one, we've done this before. Chris is online. He's my sponsor. Here you're seeing Raffo, Perini, Leonardo, Giacomo, Francesco Memoli. All these people were here a few weeks ago supporting our business. And this is the kind of business you get. But in traditional business, anyone around you is actually your competitor. You will learn to understand here that everyone around you is actually there to help you because it's building one community, one team. And we've done this before. I mean, before Facebook and WhatsApp, Chris and I built a team of 28,000 people in 10 countries. And you know how we built abroad? You take a plane, pack your luggage, and go. A bit different then. Well, it's a bit easier now. So um, we have educators. Okay, this is off. Okay. Okay. The slides are all messed up. Okay, so what's the main part? We earn money in three ways, essentially, too. Number one is day trading. Now, let me explain a bit about this. Um, Day trading is not like when you invest in stocks and shares or bonds and it's long term. It's actually, the idea is actually to go to sleep without any trades open. Sometimes a trade or two stays over a day or two, but that's pretty much it. We enter the market, be it crypto, forex. We trade a lot on gold, for example, XAU USD, and the fluctuations that there are. We enter, we buy at a low point and sell at a high point, or vice versa. It's relatively simple. Some of you have an idea of what it's like. Some of you do have experience with other platforms. Some of you have no idea what it's like. And I actually love to work with people who have never traded before because they don't bring maybe old bad habits with them. But anyway, so that's what the main business is. Now, a lot of people lose money in trading. 95% of traders lose their money in their first few days or weeks. And that's because they don't have what we have. Let me go back. We have a bunch of tools. If you want to get a job done right, we have a bunch of tools. Now, there's this company called Jifu, which is basically like a university, an academy. And we have a ton of tools. Number one, there's training on Forex, crypto, AI, social media, mindset, and more. And we have some really, really good experienced live educators. Some of them are here. Silas, who I love his style. Raffo Perini, who's actually a friend of ours and was in Malta recently. There's Eric Lucas. John Oliver is actually Denise's favorite educator in terms of voice because he's an American. It's actually it pisses her off actually a bit, but anyway. But we have live sessions and recorded training, so you can really start learning the skills. Now let's go back to this. Now this, oops, come on, there we go. Now what G4 has just launched a new app where you have everything in this app. So you have signals, and the signals tell you where to enter in a particular trade, where to take your profit, where to put your stop loss, and it's very highly rated on Trustpilot. And you also have AI live scanners. Now, these are not really available by many other companies. I actually haven't seen any other live scanners working yet. What you have here is two examples of a live scanner going on. Tells you the entry point, exit point, and where to take your profits. We also have, oh yeah, here's a typical example. So you see a signal coming in, be it either the scanner, the lives, the Telegram channels, wherever. You go on your MetaTrader app, place your trade, you put in all the details, so your stop loss, it's just copy paste essentially. And that's it. Your trade is placed. Now, in the beginning, this is how most people trade. In the beginning, most people don't have the knowledge of what to do. But besides getting all the support and there's training and videos and all of that, in the beginning, you start earning while you're learning. So it's not one of those businesses where you have to spend years and years and years of learning and then you can start making money. We also have, well, I go live myself as well, a few times a week, and we give ideas. And a lot of you, you're seeing there the Telegram channel, the Inner Circle Lounge. A lot of you have been added to the Telegram Inner Circle Lounge. That's basically the sister channel of the main channel. The main channel gives the signals, and the Inner Circle Lounge is like a lounge where you can have discussions and all of that. Now, If you want to join us on socials, we're on socials as well, and you can see our results all day long. Any of you who joined the Inner Circle Lounge Telegram channel have seen the results from last week. I mean, this week we had, I don't know why that is there. This week we had an incredible week. I mean, last week, this might not mean much to you, but we almost broke our own record. We had over 7,000 pips on gold. This week, Monday, was a couple of thousand pips in profit. Same on Tuesday, maybe a bit less. Wednesday, yesterday, was incredible. Just one signal yesterday, one idea yesterday, gave over 1,900 pips profit. And some people missed it because they had their Telegram muted. What you're seeing here is the GFO 360 app and signals coming in and whatnot. Now, I'm really hyped about this Telegram channel, the Inner Circle main channel, which is not what you're part of as yet, but what you have here, over here, you're seeing a screenshot of the signal we sent yesterday, 1,900 pips on gold. Now, there are a ton of signal channels out there. If you have any experience, you'll see many. And today we hit stop loss. And we actually called it a celebration because we've hit the 7th stop loss this year. Now think about that. That's just over one stop loss a month, and we're giving take profits on a daily basis. We actually today itself recovered more than half of it, but taking a loss is part of trading. Anyone who says that they have 100% win rate, it's pure bullshit. I mean, they're dreaming in color. It's that simple. I mean, think about a traditional business. Imagine you open a coffee shop or any shop and you don't sell anything the first day. That's it. You're done, close. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, we're in this for the long term. But this channel has a hit rate of 95% plus. So if you simply copy paste just the signals given here, even just half, I mean, if you go back, if you're part of the Inner Circle Lounge, you can go back, check out the weekly results, trading at a low lot size of 0.02, you'd actually be making 500 in a week. I mean, think about that. Or 200, if you take half of them, 200 in a week. And this is live, it goes on. What I like about Telegram is you actually can join a particular channel and go back weeks and months. So the cost of this channel is 199 monthly, but we'll get into that in a second. Here are some results of the past few days. 153 in a day. This one was excellent. 447 euro in a day. These are all daily. 171, 44, 18. It varies. They're not all the same, obviously, but these are results of the past few days. Now, the second way of earning. You join this whole academy and you get all these tools for just 300 euros. So all the lives, all the educators. I mean, can you imagine having an educator like Nick Gomez, who is in the top 100 on the leaderboard of Bybit, where there are hundreds of thousands of traders? Can you imagine paying him to help you? So wouldn't really make much sense. So for just 10 euros a day, you actually start your own business, get all the tools you need to work with, and you can start building your own side income, side hustle. The second way of earning is that we have, these slides are all really messed up. There was something else before this one, but anyway, we're a large community and growing all the time. In fact, what you're seeing up there on the left is our Upline Diamonds downline report, over 7,000 people in God knows how many countries. After that, all those tools, it's 185 monthly, so that's 6 euros a day. I mean, that's what I spend on coffee, and you can have your own business for that. Now, yeah, this was supposed to come back before. Ever heard of affiliate marketing? Well, it's actually funny. Think of Revolut. You offer it to someone, you get 30 euros. Someone recently told me they pushed it up to 60. Walt, they give you credits. Wise, same thing. Think about, I mean, this is something that you do already. Have you ever recommended a hairdresser? Not to me, but to a friend. or a mechanic, or anything, or a restaurant, or a bar, or a movie. And turnover sales have been created thanks to you. Did you get paid for that? Probably not. So sharing the G4 Academy with others actually earns you a second income. And there are ranks and bonuses, and I'm not going to get into too much detail, but what you're seeing here are the ranks. I mean, you start as a consultant, if you want to call it that, then you go to executive, silver, gold, blah, blah, blah. What you're seeing here, these two screenshots, are actually Leonardo's earnings, because Leonardo is our upline diamond, and he earns about 50,000 per month. Those are screenshots of his weekly, because when he was here, he was actually sitting in this chair. I said, you're going to have to give us screenshots. We want to see your earnings. I mean, can you imagine that kind of money? 15, 16,000, okay, dollars, fine. Every week. Those are weekly. So this is how much your network can grow. Now, we have something super, super special today. There's 11 people on. I mean, there were more registered. Maybe they couldn't make it, but that's fine. What we're doing today with what we're offering today, let me explain something. Imagine this is a leg, we call it. Imagine you're the person in red and you join the network. So there would be someone who would be your upline and there would be people who would be your downline. Now, generally, your downline would be people you introduce. But because of the power leg you have the chance to join today, you get what is called spillover, because that person right there can only put the next person beneath you and beneath them. And spillover keeps coming on and on. I personally have a team of about, I don't know, 40, 50 people. I'm not really sure. 30 of whom I have no idea who they are. They were just spilled over. What I'm trying to explain is the opportunity you have today in terms of network, not only the trading part. There is actually a third way of earning, but again, I just skimmed through this because I need to bring this to a landing for everyone's interest. The broker also offers an opportunity in time to give you a percentage of what is being traded by yourself and whoever is in your team. So basically, it's another form of affiliate marketing. I mean, that's how the business works. So maybe I rushed through everything, and maybe there are questions you might have. We don't have time for a Q&A, but whatever, after this presentation, just talk to the person who invited you here, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Sorry. I want to bring this to a landing by pointing out a couple of things. First of all, when we look at something, we look at an opportunity. First of all, an opportunity always looks like a challenge when it's coming, and it looks great when it's leaving. And we always consider the cost of joining. Well, we've seen it, it's a few hundreds here. And you'll be super excited because we have something super special for you just for today. But also, I'd like you to consider, I mean, imagine you wanted to open a traditional business. Can you imagine the amount, tens of thousands you would have to invest? And the hours and learning and guessing? And what about the cost of not joining? What will change in your life right now unless you do something different? Bills keep getting bigger, inflation keeps going up. It's not really getting any better. I mean, this year is not better than last year. It's actually worse. If you keep doing what you've always done, consequently, you're going to keep on getting what you've always got. You want something different, you need to do something different. Now, so here are your options. You can start learning the skills we use and trade, and we'll help. This is all about teamwork. You succeed, we succeed. That's how it works. You can start your network. We'll help as well. I mean, this event was created, I think, yesterday, because Chris had some people, I had some people, and Denise had some people, and said, okay, we can't really talk to everyone one-on-one. Let's organize an event. Or both. We'll help either way. You'll notice that I didn't give you the option of doing nothing. We'll love you anyway, but we'll love you much less. Now, for today only, those who join will get a 50 euro cashback in their G4 wallet. So the 300 we mentioned before actually becomes 250. Generally, G4 Academy is 300 and the Inner Circle channel is 199. So your investment to start your business would be, okay, 499 something. I rounded it off to 500. But just for today, you're getting this 50 euro cashback and you get the Inner Circle Telegram channel absolutely free. So basically, setting up your business today costs you 250 euro, which is less than $9 a day. And that's pretty much it. That brings it to a closing. I'd like to close this off by thanking you for joining. If you do have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with myself, Chris, whoever invited you here. And I'd like you to think for a minute about regrets. We all have them. 5 years ago, I wanted to start. I think I wanted to go on that trip. Something happened. I never went. 6 months ago, I heard about this business. I saw people making money and I never joined. And why make today yet another regret? 6 months from now, a year from now, not a month from now. You're not going to be making money a month from now or a week from now, because some people think, oh, get rich quick scheme, I'm in. So think about your future for yourself and your loved ones. And thanks for joining and have a good evening.
Later, the coffee gets cold. Later, people grow old. Later, life comes to an end.